All right, Shalom. This is brother Nasai. Coming back again, another video. Now, tongue tied. Through spirit power, everybody should be shy. And always, Lord willing, I pray these lessons be edifying to the Lord's elect. Before I do anything, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kakadash. I want to give double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who rule and teach well, and peace and salutations to Yakim on the four winds, pushing his truth and sincerity and diligence, man. Right? Now, I basically wanted to just jump onto this topic. I was actually just going over a couple of things, and I was preparing a lesson for going into how Abraham had the name of the Lord, right? And I was reading Genesis, the 12th chapter, right? And I'm gonna start at 1, and I'm gonna read down to 3. But this lesson is really, it's not gonna be centered around that, because that's another topic I had wanted to get into. This one is basically going to be on the lines of, in the kingdom, right? We're going to be blessed and highly favored, man. You see, well, we're going to have our hearts, desire, right? Because I had heard this guy, right? He basically said along the lines that this is the kingdom, right? But we're not sovereign, right? He said that this was the kingdom. America was the kingdom of heaven, right? Which is a bugged out doctrine. I guess some new doctrine that is, basically going around as, poison the minds, right? But hey, what the scripture say in the last days, men shall become lovers of themselves, scoffers. They shall give heed to seducing spirits, right? All these different things, man. Hey, we're seeing it, right? So I'm gonna start off with this Genesis, the 12th chapter. I just keep going, just get into this topic. That in the kingdom of heaven we're going to be beloved and highly favored, right? But here we're not highly favored. Here we're not beloved. We're cursed here. Matter of fact, we can start with that. This is Deuteronomy 28 and verse 15. It says, but it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. You see, so we were cursed. All right, and we're living through, we're living out those curses from the 15th verse all the way down to the 68th verse, man. Right, about us coming over here on slave ships. You see, yeah, you can, these things that that we read is 101 right here, right? Well, you read these curses and understand that these curses apply to us till this day, man. This is what we're living in. This is what we're living out. Right, our judgment for what? For what? Being disobedient children. Right, so this is Genesis 12 and 1. That alone shows you that we're not blessed and highly favored, because in that kingdom we're going to be blessed, and we're going to get into it. This is Genesis 12 and 1. It says, now Yahweh has said unto Abram, it says, get thee out of thy country and from the kindred, from thy father's house, unto the land that I will shew thee. See, it says, and I will make thee a great nation, and I will bless thee and make thy name great, and thou shalt be a blessing. It says, and I will bless them that bless thee, and curse him that curseth thee. And it says, and in thee shall all families of the earth be blessed. So Abram departed as the Lord Yahweh had spoken unto him, and Lot went with him, and Abram was 75 years old when he departed out of Haran. Now I'm going to skip down. Now, matter of fact, I'm going to keep going. It says, and Abram took Sarah his wife, and Lot his brother's son, and all their substance that they had gathered, and it says, and the souls that they had gotten in Haran. It says, and they went forth to go into the land of Canaan. Right? It says, and into the land of Canaan. It says, and to the land of Canaan they came. And Abram passed through the land unto the place of Sichem. It says, unto the plain of Morah. It says, and the Canaanites was then in the land. You see, so the Canaanites were in the land, which was, that land that was going to be given unto us, right? Through our forefathers, Abraham, right? And when you continue to track that promise down, it went from Abraham, Isaac, unto Jacob, which Jacob later had what you will have the 12 tribes of Israel today. You see, and that promise is still for us, right? And we're going to receive that promise, right? So you had those filthy ass Canaanites within the land, and the Lord had to get them out. Right, it says, and the Lord appeared unto Abram and said, unto thy seed will I give this land, and there builded thee an altar unto Yahweh, who appeared unto him. Right, and this shows that Abraham knew the name of the Lord. Also, I'm gonna do another lesson on that. But ultimately, the point is that what this is the land which the scholars call Fertile Crescent, right? The land that was well, you can look it up too. All right, you can look up. Matter of fact, damn, I wish I could show it on the camera. I wish I could show it on the camera, the map. But you will see how the heathen that dwelled in that land, right? Those Canaanites, those filthy ass Canaanites, all the wicked shit that they were doing, they were giving us a different idol worship and different wicked child sacrifice and things of that nature, right? Which we were told to basically kill them off, right? We were told to kill them off and not to be joined into them, at least our hearts would incline into their gods, right? So which we know how that went. You see, but the point was is that what we would be blessed with everything, man. You see, so in the kingdom, we're going to be blessed and highly favored, right? Now through Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, right? That promise it still lives because well, we're still here, man. You see, the Lord didn't put us away forever, right? As He said, as long as the sun set, the moon set, and everything is keeping its course, Israel is still my people. So that promise that was given is still in effect. Right, we're just waiting upon the return of Yahushua, right, to bring us, bring that to us, man, and in that land, right, which we're going to go back unto, right, we're going to be able to blossom and bud and take root, like the scripture says. This is Isaiah 27 and verse 6. It says, "He shall cause them that come out of Jacob to take root. Israel shall blossom and bud and fill the face of the world with fruit." See, so we're going to blossom and bud. We're going to flourish as a nation and fill the earth with fruit, man. You see, it said, I believe it's one say, "With one of ye I shall make a great nation." Right? We're going to be fruitful and we're going to multiply. Right? Everything is going to be in complete order. Right? And it's going to be perfection, man. Right? This is Genesis 35. Let me get this. In verse 10. It says, "And said unto him, Thy name is Jacob, thy name shall not be called any more Jacob, but Israel shall be thy name." Right? Because Jacob's name was changed to Israel. It says, "And he called his name Israel." It says, "And he said unto him, I am Almighty." Right? It says, "Be fruitful and multiply. A nation and a company of nations shall be of thee, and kings shall come out of thy loins. And the land which I gave Abraham and Isaac, to thee I will give it, and to thy seed after thee will I give the land." You see, now, of course, when you read Genesis, the 49th chapter, you see the prophecy of what would take place to his son, to his seed, right? And what would they be in the latter days? You tie that, right, to, you could take that prophecy to what will befall those sons, and you tie that to what would those tribes be in the latter days in the earth. But what would be scattered, we were scattered everywhere, and being through that scattering, Yahushua is going to come and gather us, and we're going to receive this promise which we're reading about, which was given unto our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and unto Jacob. You see, and this is what the scriptures is talking about when it says that the saints shall take the kingdom, because we're going to possess that kingdom. This is Daniel's. Let me get that. Matter of fact, as I quoted it, this is Daniel 7. Let's go there. And verse 18, it says, "But the saints, which are only Israelites," right? It says, "But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever." You see, and it talks about that deliverance, right? In the scriptures, it says that they which remain shall be caught off in the cloud. They shall meet the Lord in the air, and they shall forever and ever will they be with the Lord. You see? So in that kingdom, being that we're going to be highly favored and blessed, that kingdom, the Lord is he's going to gather us, and he's going to bring us, he's going to gather us from the nations where we were scattered and the places that we are to this day, and he's going to bring us to our land, man. And we shall no longer be removed from our borders, like the scriptures say. Let's get this. This is Daniel 2 and verse 44. It says, in the days of these kings, in the days of these kings, it says, "Shall the Most High of heaven Yahweh Shemel Shai, set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people, because that kingdom, that promise, was only to Israelites. You read that in Romans the 9th chapter, right? Who pertaineth to adoption, right? The covenants, the glories, the promises. It says who are Israelites according to the flesh. It says shall never be destroyed. The kingdom shall not be left to other people, being the other nations, but it shall break in pieces and consume these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. You see? And in that kingdom, being that it's not going to be left to another people, we're going to reign supreme. No Edomites is going to be reigning in the kingdom. You're going to be tributaries. You're going to be slaves, right? It tells you in the book of Isaiah, the 14th chapter, it says that that they shall not rise up and fill the cities with faces, man. Right? It says that we're going to bind their kings. Let's get that. This is the kingdom this is the kingdom of heaven that the Bible talks about, man. Right? It says to bind their kings with chains. Right? This is Psalms 149 and verse 8. It says to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written, this honor with all his saints. Praise ye the Lord, praise ye Yahweh Shemel Shai. So the saints are Israelites only, man. Right? To be a saint, you have to be an Israelite. Right? So we're going to execute judgment, right, upon the heathen. He say, if this was my kingdom, then my servants fight. So we're going to receive power, right, and authority, right? And that shows that we're going to be what? Beloved and highly favored, man. Right? It says that we shall no longer be the tail. Let's get that. Deuteronomy 28 chapter. This is Deuteronomy 28 and verse 13. This is before 15, so this is what we will be blessed. Now, on like we read earlier about the curses, I'm gonna read verse 1. I'm gonna read verse 1, because this is what we're going to receive on the other end when that salvation comes. This is Deuteronomy 28 and 1. It says, and it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently, and we will, because we won't go off. He's going to put his laws, which he have given us, within our inward parts, and we shall be perfect. It says, thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy power will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. So we're going to be blessed and highly favored, because we're going to keep the law to a T. We're going to be perfect, man. So let's jump down to 13. It says, and the Lord and Yahweh Shemel Shai shall make thee the head and not the tail. So it's going to be a paradigm shift. It's going to be a power shift, right? It says, and thou shalt be above only, and thou shalt not be beneath. So we're right now, we beneath, man. We're the lowest of the ecosystem. You see? They give animals more rights than they give you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and natives, man. Right? And you were created to have dominion over these creatures, right? It says the heathen that were always reputed as of nothing have now begun to reign over us. You see? So we ought to be crying, how long, O Lord? Which those that are in their right mind, right? They're crying out to Yahweh Shemel Shai, man. Right? So it says, if thou hearken unto the commandments of the Lord thy power, which I command thee this day, to observe and to do them. Hey, so we hearken unto his commandments, right? And we observe to do his commandments, right? What does that say? That in the kingdom we will be the head and not the tail, man. You see? Because guess what? At the end of the day, it shows that this kingdom that we read about in the Bible is only for the Israelites, man. Yasharallah, right? And we're going to, the entire earth is going to be controlled by Yasharallah, man. Right? The whole entire universe, the world, everything that whatever you want to put on is going to be controlled by us. Right? Lord, will we bear that number, man? You see? It says that he's going to cause the heathen to come and kiss let's get that. All right, this is Isaiah 49 and verse 23. It says, and kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and their queens thy nursing mothers. So they're going to have duties, man, right? It says, and they shall bow down to thee with their faces to the earth. It says, and to lick the dust of thy feet. And they're not going to lick our feet. You wouldn't want no fucking nasty ass Edomite heathen touching. I ain't gonna have them touching me. So they ain't gonna lick our feet. It's just saying that it's showing you the position that they're going to be in. They're going to bow before us, Or I believe it was a brother that actually had a dream. I can't remember what camp this brother was in, but I know he talked about how he's, you know, the war drums are playing. You know, Yahushua came down and just roared, right? There was a fire dream that the brother had did a video on, right? And what I'm about to say? Oh, he say when we would come through, the heathen bow, man. You see? But it says that they're going to bow down before us. It says, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord Yahweh, for they shall not be ashamed that wait for me. You see, so we're not going to be ashamed, man. Right? We're not going to be ashamed, right? Because and we're not ashamed now, man. Because this is our faith. This is what we believe, and we know that it's going to come because it is written, and it's the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. You see? So to a nigga that's defeated, this don't sound real, but this shit is real as it's gonna get, right? This is Leviticus 26:9. This is for 26:9. It says, "For I will have respect unto thee." When you go into this respect, it says to turn into, right? To turn my face into, to look upon. You see? So it was a point in time to where the Lord turned his back on us, but he says, I will look upon you, I will have respect unto you, and make you fruitful and multiply you, and establish my covenant with you. This is what the Lord's going to do, man. Let's get this one. Let's go here, Deuteronomy 7. This is Deuteronomy 7:13. It says, and he will love thee and bless thee. So we're going to be blessed, like we say, blessed and highly favored. It says, and multiply thee. And he will also bless the fruit of thy womb, and the fruit of thy land, thy corn, thy wine, thine oil. Right? This is all money. We want to be wealthy, man. Right? We want to have everything, man. All our heart's desires. It says, and increase thy kind, our flocks. Right? The flocks of thy sheep. Back then, you know, sheep, kind, flock. All that was wealth. Right? It says, increase the kind and the flocks of thy sheep. It says, in the land which he swear unto thy fathers to give thee. And the Lord's not a man, he shall lie, man. Right? It says, thou shalt be blessed above all people, that shall not, it says, there shall not be male nor female bearing among you and among your cattle, man. So we're going to be fruitful. We're going to multiply. We're going to have multiple wives. We're going to have it cracking, man. Right? It's going to be beautiful. Right? Women going to be in order. Children going to be in order. You're going to have them fucking badass monsters running around here being disobedient, right? You're not gonna have none of that, right? No man gonna be cutting off his stones, you wicked ass niggas, vasectomies and all that wicked ass shit. You're gonna have many children, many wives, all your heart's desire, and you're gonna govern in righteousness, man. Right? Pooh, that's beautiful. Right? I'm gonna read this last one. I'm gonna end it off with this one. This is Deuteronomy 14 and verse 26. It says, and thou shalt bestow that money for whatsoever thy soul lusted after. So we're gonna have, like I say, have our hearts and our souls desire, right? It say that he's going to give us the heathen for what I think he say for inheritance or possession. I can't really remember. Salakia. It says for oxen and for sheep and for wine, or for strong drink, or for whatsoever thy soul desired. And thou shalt eat there before the Lord thy power, and thou shalt rejoice, thou and thine household, man. So we're going to have joy in our household. We're going to rejoice, right? Hey, man, we're going, hey, first and foremost, we're going to be with Yahushua, right? We're going to toast. We're going to sit at the Lord's table, man, right? If we endure, you see? So in that kingdom, right? Which this alone shows that America is the kingdom, right? Because the Lord isn't dwelling here with us, right? But we all fucked up as a nation, right? But that's neither here nor there. I'm gonna do a lesson on that too. But because we're not sovereign, we're not in sovereignty, right? Lord will not be able to do a lesson on that, going into sovereignty. You see? But right here we see that in the kingdom we're going to be blessed and highly favored, man. You see? And the Lord is going to have us, he's going to look upon us, man. You see? And that's the beauty of it all, man. So, no, Lord willing, I pray this lesson was exhortating and edifying to you. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kakadash. I want to give double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who really teach well. And peace and citation to Yakim on the fullness, pushing truth and sincerity and diligence. Till next time, Shalom.